Hey there, Libra, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading from this point until the end of December 2023, so December 31st, 2023. And we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Libra, if this reading resonates and you would like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just go ahead and send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to show your gratitude, donation link is also below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. You guys know how much I truly, truly appreciate the donations. Okay, who is this person, Libra? Who is this? There's somebody showing up here in your energies. And this person, you're very attracted to them. It's not just on like a physical level though. Like yes, it is physical. There is that physical attraction, but it goes way beyond that for you. And I feel like you're also very much aware of the significance that this person holds for you, both here in the 3D world, but also in the 5D. So the main energy for your reading is the Queen of Wands. Now, in the recent past, you get the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Eight of Wands, two major arcana cards just opening up your reading. Deep down, Libra, you know that this person is like all that in a bag of chips as far as you're concerned. They are the best thing since sliced bread. Like you literally could not have crafted this person better in a shop if you wanted to. And I feel like you've communicated that to them. I feel like you've actually like told them like, hey, this is what you mean to me. This is how important you are to me. Because not only are you aware of it, you want to make sure that this person is also aware of that as well. In the current situation, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This is beautiful because you and this person are coming together to build a very solid foundation, to build a very stable foundation between the two of you. And I don't just see you putting in the work. It's like 50-50. You're giving 50%, they're giving 50%. It's really, really beautiful. Now, I don't know if you and this person have history or if this is a completely new person and, the past is just coming up, but I see both of you working together to overcome the past. So whether you've had really difficult relationships in the past and you don't want it to happen again, or whether you and this person have some history and you don't want to repeat it, take it as it resonates. But essentially what I do see here is both of you really coming together and working to get past whatever happened in the past, to leave the past behind, and to just build a very stable, very solid foundation between the two of you. In the near future, you get the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Why are you stressing? Why are you stressing, Libra? This is all up in your head. You're thinking and thinking and overanalyzing and thinking. And it's like you and this person have turned a new leaf. You've turned like the Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful new phase in love between you and them, which has come as a result of all the hard work that you're doing in the current situation. But then in the near future, you're like, okay, we finally got to this new phase. We finally got to this new point in our relationship. And now you're stressing and overthinking. Why? So let's see. Let's start off by clarifying the Queen of Wands, which is the main energy for this reading. Queen of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. There's a lot of resistance for you, right, when it comes to this person. I don't know if it's specifically because of this person. I feel like it's more so because you're so attracted to them, because you're so drawn to them, because you're literally like, it's like a magnet. Like you're just like a magnetic attraction to them. And not only that, you can see the potential. You can see this connection going the distance. You can see this person really building and creating a beautiful relationship with you, right? And that kind of like sets your walls up. There's a little bit of like, oh, this is so amazing. This is so good. I do see you kind of showing me like, okay, I'm not going to let this like completely freak me out. I'm going to wait and see how things go. But it's because you're so attracted to this person and because you see so much potential with them, right, to really build a stable, successful, long-term relationship that it actually stresses you out. Let's take a look at the recent past. I want to see what the High Priestess is for you in the recent past. High Priestess is clarified by the King of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Star. Wow. Look, like you're crystal clear in the recent past, just how much you care for this person, how much you love this person, how much you've been literally manifesting this person. Like you're showing me deep down, I know my soul has manifested this person. I know that this is the person that I've been asking for, that I've been yearning for, that I've been like literally asking the universe for. You know that on a soul level, but you also know that here in the 3D world. You're showing me, yeah, I know. I know how much I love them. I know how much I care for them. I know how important they are to me. I'm aware of all of that, both in the 3D and in the 5D. Like, I know. Me and my higher self, we're communicating. We're talking. Like, anything you're telling me here is not news to me, which is cool. I'm glad. I love that you and your higher self are so in tune. Let's clarify the Empress in the recent past for you. The Empress is clarified by the Chariot, the Magician, and the Page of Cups. Again, you're showing me things are happening, things are moving, and this is exactly what I've been asking for. This is what I've manifested. Now, I do see, remember how I said there's a little bit of like resistance for you when it comes to this person? You're starting to allow your heart to kind of, open up to this person a little bit. You're aware of the depth of emotion that you have for them. You're aware of how much love you have for them. You're aware that you've manifested them and that you've wanted the things to move in this direction. And the universe is like, basically giving you what you wanted in the recent past. And you're showing me I'm good, I'm great, like all that's amazing, I'm on board. But there is still a little bit of like, your heart is opening up slowly. Even though you know that this is what you wanted, even though you know how much you feel for this person, you're not allowing your emotions to go as quickly as everything else, right? So it's not like your emotions are completely out of the situation. You're just very careful, very cautious with your heart, and you're opening it up very slowly. It's kind of like baby steps when it comes to the emotional part with this person, at least in the recent past. Let's take a look at the 8. Oh, okay. I'll take the top 3. 8 of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, which was the main energy for your reading, and the 5 of Cups, which you get again in the current situation. I love this communication, Libra. There's a lot of open, honest communication here between you and your person in the recent past, and you're showing me what I've communicated to them is how I feel about them, is how much I'm drawn to them, how much I'm attracted to them, how much they mean to me. But I also have the past that I need to work through. So again, either you have history with this person or this is history from a different relationship, but you're like, hey, I don't want it to repeat with you, this new person. You're communicating that. You're being very open, very vulnerable, very transparent with your person, which is not an easy thing to do. So kudos for that, Libra. But you're showing me like I told them I care about them. I know they care about me. Like the love flows openly here. I let them know how attracted I am to them, how drawn I am to them. And I've also shared about my past and how I don't want history to repeat itself because this history, not so great, not the best energy. Let's look at the current situation. I've been wanting to clarify the 8 of Pentacles since we started this reading. 8 of Pentacles is clarified by the 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. This is beautiful because you're showing me like, look, I'm working towards building and solidifying this soul connection. You know what this person is. You know this person was like a divine connection for you. They're meant for you. Like you're crystal clear on all that in the recent past. And you're showing me in the current situation, I'm working on building that. I'm working on developing that, on having that grow, right? However, we are human. We still have emotions and we still have fears. And those fears are coming into play for you a little bit in the current situation. And the main fear that I see here is fear of loss. You're showing me this person is so amazing. This connection is so amazing. I'm working on building it. I'm working on developing it with this other person, right? Like we're creating together. But I also fear of losing them. I really am fearing the loss of this connection and losing this person. And that kind of overwhelms you a little bit, right? Because on the one hand, you're like, I love them so much. They love me so much. But then on the other hand, you have this like nagging voice of like, well, what if they go away? What if they leave you? What if they abandon you? What if it's not going to work out, right? Again, it's just a fear. I don't see it actually happening in the 3D world. I literally just see it being a massive fear for you. And that's kind of emotionally overwhelming you a little bit, but not so much to the point where you pull back, you withdraw. Like the fear is not overtaking you here. Quite the opposite. You're working through it to continue solidifying this beautiful soul connection. Let's clarify the 5 of Cups in the current situation. Five of Cups is clarified by the Moon, the Three of Pentacles, which you get again in the current situation, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're showing me. I know that I have a lot of like baggage, emotional baggage tied up to the past. These are things which you have dealt with and you've buried deep within you. And now they're coming up with this connection, right? Maybe it could be fear of abandonment. Maybe it could be an abandonment mood. Maybe it could be, past relationship baggage. I don't know what it is. It's going to be different for each of you. But the beautiful thing here is literally love is helping you work through this. You and your person, you both come in with baggage and you're both working through it together. It's almost like you're not healing it quite yet, but you're kind of like opening it up. You're like, oh, look, this is some of the baggage that I have. And your person's like, oh, look, this is some of the baggage that I have from the past, right? And through love, like you're offering them love, you're giving them love. Through that love that you two share, you're both able to kind of like open up your baggage that you've kept hidden away for so long and work through it. This is freaking beautiful. Like this is amazing. I love that. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles in the current situation. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Fool, the Nine of Swords. You get the Nine of Swords again in the same row in the near future, and the Hanged Man. Here's the thing. You're working, you're building, you're creating, but you're freaking yourself out here, Libra. This is so new to you. I don't feel like you've ever dealt with a person that has actually helped you and worked through your past baggage with you. And I don't feel like you've ever worked through someone's past baggage with them. Like this is so new to you. And even though it feels amazing and it feels incredible, it also stresses you out a little bit, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh, like this is like almost too good to be true. Like this is so, I've never dealt with anything like this, right? And so you're kind of like, okay, well, wait a minute. Am I missing something? So I do see a little bit of that fear, that anxiety kind of freaking you out in the current situation and putting a bit of a pause in these beautiful energies because you're literally showing me like, oh my gosh, this is so new. This is so beautiful. I've never experienced something like this. Maybe I'm getting played. Maybe I'm missing something. When's like the other shoe gonna drop? It's that kind of an energy. So I do see your own fears and your own like freak out kind of stopping this beautiful energy from continuing. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see the Ace of Cups in the near future. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Tower, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Here's the thing. Even though you are freaking out, even though you are having a bit of like a, oh my gosh, this is terrifying moment, you know it'll pass. And the way you know it'll pass is because you and your person, you're still exchanging energies. There's still that beautiful balance between you. You're still giving, you're still receiving, and they're doing the same thing. And so you're showing me, even though I know that right now I'm going through a bit of a freak out moment, I know that this isn't going to stop this energy. It's not going to stop us from growing and developing because my person is not letting it stop. It's almost like you're freaking out and you're like, oh my gosh, let's stop. And your person's like, come on, Libra, it's okay. Let's keep going. Right. And that's kind of giving you that confidence to know like, okay, this moment too shall pass. Like this difficult energy that I'm experiencing, this, oh my gosh, it too shall pass. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords in the near future. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. You're getting a grip on things here. You're kind of sitting yourself down, you and being like, Libra, get with the program, buddy. You're trying to evaluate and assess internally with yourself, like, okay, how can I successfully get out of my mind? How can I stop letting me freak myself out? Because you're aware that these are all just fears. These are all just thoughts that are coming up for you, and they don't actually manifest here in the 3D world. But you're like, I still don't like having them, right? It's not comfortable being in this energy of like, oh my gosh, this is going to end. I'm freaking out. And so you're trying to figure out like, okay, well, yes, I'm freaking out. How do I move past it? How do I essentially realize like my thoughts are my thoughts? My thoughts don't necessarily have to be real, you know? Very kind of like bird's eye view of the situation, which I like because it's helping you get a grip on things. Let's take a look at the Nine of Swords in the near future. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Hierophant. The reason you're freaking out, Libra, the real reason you're like losing your shit over here is because you don't want to be single without this person. The thought of being single, the thought of being apart from them makes you really, really unhappy. You love this connection. You love the stability. that this connection brings. You love the grounded energy that this person brings. And some of you may be dealing with a Taurus that's shown up twice already. There are other signs that have shown up, but Taurus showed up consistently. And so the thought of like being without them is really the driving force behind all this anxiety, because they make you happy. And the thought of being without them makes you very unhappy. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind until the end of December 2023. From the universe, you get the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Three of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you get the Tower. Chillax, Libra. Chillax. Get a grip on yourself, okay? And you're doing that in the near future. This is a new beginning. You love spending time with this person. The more time you spend with them, the more that passion grows. Get a grip. All these fears are just your own fears. And I know it's easier said than done, get a grip. Like we spend the most time with ourselves in our head. But your fears are just fears. They're not manifesting in the 3D world. They're only all up in your head. So Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Libra, and I'll see you here on the next one.